Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is a part 2 of Management of Support Services, Institutions and Programs for Children, Youth and Elderly. It's part 1 I shared earlier, so you have to watch that video also, as that video tells you about the children, why children are vulnerable, and how government and non-government organizations help children in different ways. In this part, I will be explain you about youth, and part 3 will be about elderly. After watching this video, you will be able to know the learning about why youth are vulnerable, why services, institutions and programs are needed for youth, and youth programs in India. The National Youth Policy 2014 defined youth as a person in the age group of 15 to 29 years. What? 15 to 29 years. And those between 13 to 19 years are called adolescent. Our national progress depends crucially on the ways and means through which youth are encouraged and nurtured as a positive force of national growth and enabled to continue socio-economic development. So youth is very important for any country because they have full of energy. So economic development of any country depends on its youth. According to the research, Indian population have 40% of youth. Youth is vulnerable period due to many reasons. There are so many reasons that are rapid physical growth or biological changes occur in youth. That is the big reason they are vulnerable. Except this, there is emotional changes also occurs. Emotional changes because this time is to be stable. Youth have different responsibility. He is crossed his adolescent age and go in their adulthood, enter in their adulthood. So they have many type of responsibility, tension. So they are very emotional this time. That's why they are vulnerable. Sexual changes occur, that is also a reason. Social changes, their social circle is also changes, and everybody behave to them differently. Sometimes they are treated as very matured and sometimes very young. So there are social changes occurs. That's why youth are vulnerable. Attraction and acceptance by opposite sex. This is a reason they want to attract by opposite sex. This is a human nature. So they are vulnerable. Peer pressure is there and pressure to excel and increasingly competitive. That is a big reason. Future concern, youths are future concern, what to do, what will be, what career should I opt. This is a questions in their mind. So they are concerned about their future. And education and business concern, what studies help in my set to achieve my targets and all. There are different concern about their education and business, what to do. And identity formation, they want to make their own identity in this time. So these are the reasons why youth are vulnerable. Youth who are especially vulnerable, वैसे तो सभी यूथ्स संवेदनशील होते हैं, वल्नरेबल होते हैं, बट फ्यू आर मोर वल्नरेबल. They are rural and tribal youths, out of school youth who drop out from their school due to any reason, adolescent, particularly female adolescents, youth with disabilities, those youth who are disabled, who are especially abled, they are vulnerable because they are not a normal person. They are having special ability, so they are more concerned about their career. Youth under especially difficult circumstances like victims of trafficking, orphans and street children, orphan and victims of human trafficking, they are more vulnerable because they had undergone different worse situations. So what is the needs of youth that must have fulfilled? Just take a look. Besides socially useful and emotionally productive, a youth have appropriate education and training, gainful employment, adequate opportunities for personal development and advancement, requisite shelter, they need shelter, clean environment and basic health services, they need social defense and protection from all manners of exploitation. They don't want exploitation. Exploitation is very worst condition for anyone. Suitable participation in decision making bodies which are concerned with issues relating to the youth. Participation in socio-economic and cultural matters and access to sport, physical education, adventure and recreational opportunities and are the other requisites. So these are the needs of youth. A youth must have to fulfill these requirements. So keeping these points in mind, there are so many programs organized by government and non-government organization that are called youth programs. So here youth programs in India. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports adopted the National Youth Policy 2003. According to that, there are so many youth programs, that is National Service Scheme, NSS. बहुत बार आप लोगों ने ये नाम सुना होगा. Next is National Service Volunteer Schemes. Another is Promotion of Adventure, Scout and Guide, Commonwealth Youth Programs and Promotion of National Integrations. These programs are especially designed for youth and involve youth in the development of country, and these are helpful in their recreation and fulfill their requisites. So let us start with National Service Scheme, NSS. This scheme was launched in Gandhiji's centenary year in 1969. The aims are this program aims to instill the idea of social welfare in students and to provide services to society without biasness. NSS volunteers works to ensure that everyone who is needy gets help to enhance their standard of living and lead a life of dignity. In doing so, volunteers learn from people in villages how to lead a good life despite a scarcity to resources. It also provides help in natural and man made disasters by providing food, clothing, and first aid to disaster victims. Types of activity: there are two types of activity in NSS itself, that is regular activity, that it is for 120 hours, and annual special camp is there for 120 hours. So total 240 hours is required for NSS. All the NSS volunteers who have served NSS for at least 2 years and have performed 240 hours of work under NSS are entitled to a certificate, and that certificate is very helpful, and it have an weightage mark in different competitive exams. So volunteers may be involved in such activities. The NSS volunteer involved in different type of activities, that are construction and repair of roads, school building, village and pontac, activities related to environmental and ecological improvement like tree plantation, removal of weeds from lakes, digging pits, activities related to hygiene and sanitation, family welfare and child care, mass immunization, and vocational training, craft organizing cooperatives. So these activities are for youth organized by NSS. So just take a look on that activities. Now, National Service Volunteer Scheme. This is another scheme by the government. These schemes provide opportunity to students, mainly graduate, to involve themselves for 1 to 2 years in programs of national development, mainly through Nehru Yuva Kendra (NYK). What is the aim of NYK? It involved in programs of adult education, establishment of youth clubs, organization of work camps, youth leadership training programs, vocational training, promotion of rural sports and games, etc. To enable the non-student youth of rural areas to contribute to development in the rural areas. The NYK Nehru Yuva Kendra also aims through the various activities. The Kendra main aim to popularize nationally accepted objectives such as self-reliance, socialism, democracy, national integration, and development of scientific temper. Some such activities are non-formal education, social services camps, development of sports activities for young people, cultural and recreational programs, vocational training, youth leadership training camps, and promotion and establishment of youth clubs. Many states have youth clubs. These activities are organized for the purpose of helping the non-students youth acquire literacy and numeracy skills for self-reliance, upgrade their functional capabilities and make them aware of possibilities of their development, thus making the youth functionally efficient, economically productive and socially useful. So these are the aims of Nehru Yuva Kendra. Next program is promotion of adventure. Very interesting program for youth. Many youth clubs and voluntary organizations organize activities like mountaineering, trekking, hiking, exploration of collection of data, study of flora and fauna in the mountains, forests, deserts and sea, canoeing, coastal sailing, raft exhibitions, swimming, cycling, etc. by using the financial assistance provided by the government for the promotion of adventure. So these programs are funded by the government, either mountaineering, trekking, any programs, any adventurous program is funded by or the financial assistance will be provided by the government only. So, different type of activities are encouraging. Just take a look on that activities, that is spirit of adventure, risk taking, cooperative teamwork, capacity of ready and vital response to challenging situations and endurance among the youth. Government is helpful to assistance for establishment of development of institutions to facilitate such activities. Beside financial funding, government also ensure and assist the establishment of development of different institutions which encourage the which promote the adventurous. Next is scout and guide. Very interesting organization is Scout and Guide. I am also the part of Scout Guide, and I was the team leader in Scout Guide team leader, and completed my Tritiya Sopan. So it is very close to my heart. I also awarded as a best volunteer for NSS. So Scout and Guide, its headquarters is in New Delhi, and Scout and Guide is founded on 7th November 1915. The association described its aim in its mission, and the mission of Scouting is to contribute to the education of young people through a value system based on the Scout promise and law to help build a better world where people are self-fulfilled as individuals and play a constructive role in society. It aims at developing the character of boys and girls to make them good citizens by inculcating in them in a spirit of patros, uh, patriotism, loyalty, and through fullness of thoughtfulness for others. It also promotes balanced physical and mental development and inculcates a desire for social services. The government provides financial support for training, scout and guide, organizing rallies and jamborees, etc. These camps are organized with the help of government in the different rallies and jamborees. Next is Commonwealth Youth Program. India is participating in the Commonwealth Youth Program. Its aim is making the youth to participate in development programs of their respective countries and to provide a forum for increasing cooperation and understanding among the Commonwealth countries. Under this program, three regional centers for the advanced studies in youth work have been set up in India, Zambia and Guyana. The Asia Pacific regional centers have been set up at Chandigarh, India. Commonwealth Youth Program organized Commonwealth Games. You all know in 2010 it is organized in India in Delhi. Next program is promotion of national integration. राष्ट्रीय एकता का विकास. Financial assistance is given by government to many voluntary agencies to organize visits of youth living in one state to another state with marked cultural differences in order to promote greater understanding of the historical and cultural heritage of the country, of the problems being faced by the people at different regions and environment, social customs, etc. in the other part of the country. So, interchanging program and tour and travel programs is organized by the government with the help of various voluntary agency for the promotion of national integration. Camps, seminar, etc. also organized with the objective of promoting national integration. So, this is another program organized by the government. These are the programs which help the youth so that they do extraordinary for their country, for themselves, because they have lots of potential in them, and we have to utilize that potential with help of different programs and save our youths from involved or indulging in any destructive activities. I hope you understand this chapter, this part 2 of this chapter. Now there is a review question for you. Just write down what type of programs is appropriate for youth. Why are the youth programs is needed in India? Name the groups who are especially vulnerable under youth and write in detail any 2 programs for youth in India. I hope this chapter will very interesting and helpful for you. Thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you have any query, feel free to ask and write in comment box. You will be definitely satisfied by me. Thank you so much.